AITA for letting my friend struggle with her newborn baby? F. 31. Have a friend. 32. Let's call her Laura. We've been friends since elementary school, but our relationship had a few rough patches. We're close, but she can be a little self-centered and callous. I know it's rooted in childhood trauma and it's not intentional. She suffers the most from constantly driving people away, but sometimes it's still hard to stay by her side. Laura had a one-night stand and got pregnant. I told her it would be irresponsible to be a single mom when she can barely support herself. But she's decided to keep it anyway. So now she has a 2-month-old daughter, Mia. She had to quit her job halfway through the pregnancy because it was harder than expected, and obviously can't go back in the near future. She's also depleted her savings and now her only income is childcare benefit and monthly allowance from her parents until she can get a job. But it's not enough to cover her expenses. Last week she came up with the idea that they could move into my guest room. She thinks it'd be perfect because I own the apartment, so there's no rent. We can split bills and groceries. I can watch the baby when Laura's tired and she can help out with chores while I'm working. I said no, and couldn't even explain why, because she immediately started screaming about how I'm a selfish, heartless how can I be so cruel and cold, and that I don't understand what she's going through. I tried to tell her to move back home because I know Laura's mom already offered it. But she called me an again. Because as a mother she can't live with her parents. Even though she can be a bit entitled. It's never been this bad. So her behavior came as a surprise. I gave her a few days to calm down. Then I called to explain that while I love them both, I can't take them in. I've already helped Laura buy newborn essentials. And I told her I can help cleaning or cooking, so she can have some rest. But I can't do anything more. I've recently been diagnosed with panic disorder. I'm at the end of my rope and I'm clearly not in the mental or emotional state to basically adopt a family. She started crying and said that she's disappointed in me because I have no idea what it means to be a mother. And I don't even try to understand her situation. Then she told me she's not sure anymore if they even need me in their life. I feel guilty and terrible for not being able to do more for them. Especially for Mia, who doesn't deserve to grow up like this. And I know Laura needs help because being a single mother is terrifying. But I can't do more. I can't do more. She says a real friend wouldn't put herself first. But if I don't put myself first now, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to recover from this disorder. But maybe she's right. And I'm just being a selfish now. AITA? NTA. Good Lord. She came up with the idea that they could move into my guest room. So she invites herself and her 2-month-old to live with you? I can watch the baby when Laura's tired. Translation. You can take care of my baby full-time cause I'm tired. As a mother she can't live with her parents. But she can take an allowance from her parents? She's not sure anymore if they even need me in their life. Good riddance. Your life would be better. She says a real friend wouldn't put herself first. So according to her logic, she isn't a real friend. I feel guilty and terrible for not being able to do more for them. You already did much more than you were required to do. NTA. Laura has a consequence and now wants to freeload off of you? You might be dodging a bullet if she cuts you off. NTA. If she's a real friend, she would see that you're also struggling. She only cares about herself. I can't believe she had the nerve to invite herself into your apartment. If you don't put yourself first, WHO will? NTA. Honey. Laura wants to move in with you instead of her parents because she knows her parents won't let her foist all responsibility for the baby off on them. Asking Then tantruming didn't work, so now she's going for emotional manipulation with tears and threats to cut you off. Call her bluff and let her. Guarantee she'll be back when she realizes no sane person without a sunk cost fallacy will put up with her. In the meantime, think about what you put into this friendship versus what you gain. I suspect there is a huge imbalance. If you think she is struggling emotionally, practically, contact her parents. Maybe she acts just a little entitled? No, how about entitled in a major way? She's the one who got pregnant and quit her job because it was too hard. She has an expectation of everyone taking care of her in the manner she sees fit. Sorry, that is not how the world works. She should be able to find daycare and start working. Yes, being a parent, especially a single parent, can be hard. This is what she chose. It's no reflection on you for drawing boundaries and not taking her in and supporting her. It's rather presumptuous of her to assume that this would be okay. I don't care if she has an abuse history in the past, she's making these decisions and nobody else. You are NTA here and stick to your boundaries. She needs to figure this out, and it's not on you to support her or her newborn daughter. NTA. She is not entitled to a free home and childcare on your dime. If you let them in, they'll never leave. Such a sweet deal. It's in no way your problem. You could easily rent out that room to someone willing to pay. NTA. She wants you to provide free housing and childcare and is planning to give nothing in return. Splitting the bills maybe saves a couple of bucks, but splitting the groceries could mean that you would pay more than you eat. Also, she has an opportunity to move to her parents. Laura's a choosing beggar. Check out the Choosing Beggars subreddit. She has help but won't accept it unless it's on her terms. Her moving back in with her parents makes the most sense. NTA in any way. Please take care of your mental health. Edited. NTA and huge red flags. Don't let her move in with you. She's gaslighting you. A real friend would understand that friends have boundaries and don't set themselves on fire to keep other people warm. If she follows up on her ultimatum, then you dodged a bullet. Emo. I'll move in with you and you can take care of my baby for me. Won't that be fun? You know, she also wouldn't help with housework or pay you once she moved in. You made the right choice. NTA. NTA. She chose to keep it. She can cope and figure it out herself, assuming you aren't its sire. NTA. What many first-time parents don't realize is taking care of a newborn can be much more difficult, time-consuming, exhausting, and frustrating than they could have ever imagined. And while it's okay to ask for help, it's not okay to expect someone else to take on their parental responsibilities. It was inappropriate for her to suggest the arrangement in the first place and completely out of line for her to get upset with you for saying no. She has help. Her parents. She doesn't want to accept it for whatever reason. And that's not on you. Good on you for creating healthy boundaries. You still care for your friend and are willing to support her. But you're not willing to step in and be the parent. Edit. Grammar. NTA. Being her friend doesn't mean she's entitled to any of your help, let alone demanding that you essentially co-parent her kid. INTA. Unless you got her pregnant, you do not need to provide for her and baby. This is her reality now. She literally has a room at home but wants to keep playing her "I'm an independent adult" fantasy. Why not require the deadbeat dad to pay? NTA. She wants to move in with you rent-free and use you as free childcare. She's taking the piss. Her mom has offered. You aren't leaving her in a problematic situation, she's choosing to put herself in one. NTA. Laura chose to be a single mom. She can't just decide make her friend be a co-parent. Please read this and really hear what I am saying. Your friend is guilt-tripping and manipulating you. She expects you to manage her emotions and her problems. Probably because you always have, and this is now your pattern. She is a mother now, which means putting her child first and doing whatever she needs to do to care for that child, including moving back in with her parents. You are not her mom. You are not Mia's mom. This is not your problem to manage. Your friend's actual mom is offering her a home and help. But Laura doesn't like that option. That's too damn bad. It's the only option she has. She can either take it or shut up. Please do not let her manipulate you into taking on more than you can. I'm so very proud of you for standing up for yourself. But it can be hard to stay strong. I, unfortunately, know this all too well myself. Do not give in. Your friend and her baby will be just fine. She will eventually choose to move in with her mother, or she will get a job. In essence, without you managing her problem for her, she will eventually step up and do it herself. There's a reason people like this drive others away. Don't keep lighting yourself and your life on fire so she can roast marshmallows. NTA. And please protect yourself and your mental health. Peace. There is a very real chance your friend's behavior throughout the years has contributed to this panic disorder. I have a sneaking suspicion, based on personal experience and years of therapy, that when you stand up to her and refuse to allow her to push you around, your mental health just might improve. And it would improve much more if you take a long break from this friendship. NTASHE isn't your friend. She's taking as much as she possibly can from you. She's a leech. And she has the option to go back home where her parents will care for her and her child, but she would rather manipulate and upset you than bring her daughter to a safe and reliable place. You did not have a child. Laura did. You are not responsible for child. Laura is. She made this choice. It is hard to be a new parent. It is very hard to be a signee new parent. It is not your problem. NTA.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.